Chinese has always been part of American history since the beginning of the founding of California and our country. But our histories are rarely written in books.
I've just been staring at this photo and this house that we came all the way around the world to see.
I don't know how you would have felt about me being biracial, especially black.
When drinking water,
Remember the source.
it's beautiful.
Hi, my name is Nathan Fong. I live in San Francisco, California, and I'm a photographer.
Hi, I'm Alana Woods Chan. I'm a student and I live in Foster City, California.
When people ask me about my ethnic background, I tell them that I'm Chinese American.
Really, the only thing I can say is that I'm Chinese and black.
My parents were born in Texas, and I was also born in Texas, but my grandparents came from China.
Even though I am half Chinese and I live with my Chinese mother and grandma, there hasn't been much discussion about our culture.
I don't know a whole lot about China or the Chinese culture.
Al Chang is the In Search of Roots director.
Al has been an incredible mentor to me. He's helped me just kind of realize that being Chinese American is something I can be proud of.
He really understands how Chinese Americans feel, just sort of the confusion and not really understanding where you fit in and wanting to know more about your heritage and where you come from.
Chinese has always been part of American history since the beginning of the founding of California and our country. But our histories are rarely written in books. The majority of Chinese came during the mid-19th century, right after the discovery of gold in California, where there were many Chinese who came from southern China, where there were great wars and famine in that area of Guangdong province. That's where we're going to be going. I expect Alana and Nathan to research their family history through conversations with their grandparents, their parents, and whoever is still alive, because genealogy is one thing, but stories are the one that make history. My job is to be able to pinpoint and identify everyone's village. Nathan is very excited about our trip. He's doing a lot of research. We've talked to his relatives in China and also here in San Francisco.
It's very heartwarming to know that Nathan has a desire to go back to the motherland and to see where his roots are, where he comes from. I thoroughly enjoyed the time I had when I went to visit the village of where my parents came from. It really was a life-altering experience.
We're very excited about Nathan's trip to China. I think it's a great opportunity for him to learn about our family history and really go back to the roots now that we're a couple of generations away from China.
Alana also is very excited. She just wants to go, she wants to experience what China is all about.
I think it'll be really wonderful for her to see where her grandmother grew up. I went back to China a few years ago, and she will see what Grandma and Grandpa went through and how actually fortunate she is to have grown up where things are really very easy and provided for.
Today was our first day in Guangzhou, and it's a very huge, beautiful city much more modern than I expected it to be.
It was an amazing day. We spent the morning at the Guangdong Chinese Overseas Museum.
The museum was built in order to explain the migration of overseas Chinese and to honor the contributions that overseas Chinese made back to their homelands.
It houses over 1,000 cultural relics and artifacts from overseas and took years to put together. It was amazing to get a personal guided tour from the head director, Mr. Wong.